Hi there, Sandy here. Welcome to another Friday Findings video at keepsakecrafts.net. Today I'm going to talk to you about a finding that we all need anytime we make jewelry, and that is a clasp, specifically hook clasps. So here I have an assortment of hook clasps. There's lots of different types of clasps. And even although a hook and a loop seems like a pretty basic design, there are actually quite a few variations that you can do on that. And here's the basic shape. It's just a hook that's going to hook through something. Now when you purchase these, you want to look at the description carefully because they come in different ways. In fact, this whole top row are ones that I bought at artbeads.com. And they all come a little bit different. So this one just came one in the package, and it's just the single hook that came in the package. But this copper-plated set is two pieces, and it says it's a hook and eye clasp. So you know you have the hook part, and then you also have the loop or the eye. The same thing over here. This is an antique brass-plated hook and eye. So although the package, and you can see this says one, but I got two pieces because that's what the set is. It's a hook and eye. Just so, try to just look at those carefully so you don't get confused. And then you can see you get them with one loop on the end to attach to a piece of jewelry, and this one has 3 rings or 3 loops. This one puzzled me when it came. At first I thought I had that I needed to order 2, and I was a little confused by it. And then I realized that you'd put leather or something in here, and there would be a loop on the other end. So you'd have 2 ends in here, and then the loop would come up through this ring and hook onto the hook. For kind of a nice masculine sort of bracelet. And you can see they come in all different finishes. Copper, antique gold, silver plated, and they come in all different shapes. So this one is 2 pieces that are curved and hooked together, and there's just all variations on the hooks. Now when you get a set or you have a single one, don't think that you have to just use them the way that they're advertised. You can use just the loop components. For example, when I see this, I see less of a hook for a toggle or a clasp, and I see something I would dangle from earrings and maybe wrap something down here or punch a hole and dangle more things down here. So always look at your findings and look for different things you can do. The same with this. This is the partner to this hook, which is kind of a cool set. I like the finish on it. But I also, when I look at it, well, that's secure. When I look at it, I again see a part of a pendant or an earring or something with dangles coming down from it. And there may be other possibilities. Perhaps this can go in there. This one's a little bit different. This is a gold-plated fancy fish hook clasp. And it took a little bit of puzzling for me to figure out just how this works. But this one's nice and secure. So when you get this, you have these 2 pieces. Well, what you do is you take the hook, and this little fish or diamond shape you could see has slots. And you're going to put the open part of the hook through the slots on the tip of the diamond opposite the loop. And then once you get it in there, turn it a 1/4 turn and push. And now that is in there, and then to undo it you squeeze and pull and then turn that 1/4 turn again. So this is maybe a little bit cumbersome for some people to manage, but it is a nice secure clasp. And that's another consideration in clasps, is that you want to consider what you're going to use it for so that you'll have security. Now you can have something that's very secure like this one. This is a hook clasp. The hook is on a hinge, and it fastens back to itself with magnets. So you open it up. It also sticks to every other piece of jewelry around. Slip it through the loop and then let it close, and you have a very fancy, decorative, but quite secure closure. So security. You want to consider, are you making a bracelet that's bracelets tend to get a lot of movement and banged around a lot? Or are you making a necklace where this part sits on a loop around the back of the neck like this, and so it's gravity that's holding it in place? But on a bracelet, it's not so much. And yet, this is a bracelet that I made out of copper wire. I think I need to polish it a little. But I made this clasp. I've never gone on a roller coaster with it, but just through ordinary everyday life, I've never felt like it was going to come off, because there's also that bit of tension on it when you're wearing it that will keep it fastened. So you do definitely want to consider how secure you need the clasp to be. If somebody felt like they needed to secure it, they could pinch this and pinch this, but continually doing that may wear on the jewelry. And really, a hook can be any kind of shape. So here's another copper bracelet I made with this kind of funky spiral shape. And it hooks into this really funky sort of corrugated zigzag spiral. If you're going to make your own clasps, make sure that you hammer and harden the wire so that it's not going to come apart easily with normal wear. And here's yet another copper clasp. And this was just a connector piece that I made, and because it had a loop, I decided to use it as a clasp. And it can be really basic and simple. Here's a necklace that another jewelry artist made, and this is the clasp she made. It's just a jump ring on one end of the chain, and a very simple clasp, and yet I don't feel like this isn't secure when I wear it. So when you're thinking about purchasing hook clasps, remember to read the description carefully so you know what you're getting. And also consider the security of the piece of jewelry that you're making and how tightly you want the clasp to fit, or the different mechanics of it. And if you're interested in the supplies I showed, you can click on the little eye that's in the upper right, or in the link in the description box to go to my blog post. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and take a peek at my Patreon page for how you can get great rewards and help keep these tutorials free for everyone. Happy creating. Bye-bye.